Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to first hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with the deck number one. Could your story or message be here in deck number one? Or is it in deck number two? Could your story or message be here in deck number two? Or is it in deck number three? Could your story or message be here in deck number three? All right, so I hope you have made your selection. And we'll go ahead and begin with deck number one. We have the Magician, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Emperor, the Devil, overall energy, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Justice. Okay. There could be some sort of agreement between two people. And whatever this is, it could be some sort of a heavy karmic debt. It seems that something could be going on between water and fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Possible Libra, but I feel like it's more so about the fire and water energies needing their karmas balanced. So I feel like there could be something going on where another thing I'm getting is that somebody could literally be doing something in regards to manipulation, spell work, and things of that nature. And I feel that there's a strong possibility that someone is doing something to make another person want them or obsess with them. I feel that maybe some potential love connection, maybe it's gone too far, or it's become, too intense. And maybe someone has become obsessive and has started doing obsessive things like trying to make someone desire them. And I feel like it could be that two people are doing it to each other too, though. But yeah, I feel like something is manifesting. It's almost like somebody is running to you or their energy is just like drawn to you. You also, if you're not doing it to anyone in particular, but I feel like somebody is doing something in particular. Maybe you are just doing some sort of attraction spells and it seems that there could be, a lot of responses from whatever this is. But I feel that kind of like you are going to get what you ask for. There's a possibility of some sort of lesson in this. You might not be, if this is you, you might not be thinking clearly right now because you want what you want. So it's like you might be doing extreme things to get what you want. And you're like, I don't care. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And yeah, it does seem like it's working, but it might come at a cost, or maybe you don't really realize what you're asking for and manifesting. At the same time, I feel like something is meant to happen regardless because there is some sort of karmic debt tied to some sort of connection. Somebody is very dominating and possessive. I feel that maybe you're in an established relationship, and if you are, whoever you're dealing with might be very manipulative and might be, I don't know, they might be doing things to just make you think of them all the time, make you stay with them, not want to leave their side. I just feel like somebody is doing a lot. Somebody is like either chanting or burning candles or they're working with all the elements. They're trying some of everything, dabbling into some of this and some of that. Maybe doing things from other, what do you call it, branches, dabbling into different branches, like doing hoodoo, doing Celtic, anything that maybe Celtic witches did. Like somebody is just like doing some of everything and trying to see like, okay, which one works? Which one is this person drawn to? Or I don't care, just gonna do some of all of them. But yeah, I feel like somebody is really doing some stuff. Now, aside from spell work, I feel like there's still a form of manifestation going on, whether it's prayers or meditation, writing things down, imagining things. It doesn't matter. It seems like there's a form of trying to manipulate something in your favor, trying to manipulate elements so that things go in your favor, so that you will attract the things that you want to attract. But like I said, it's still to the point where it seems like it's becoming excessive. It could be that something starts to work so good that you're like, oh, I got to keep doing this. And then you just keep on doing certain things to attract whatever it is that you want, to the point where it's gotten excessive or unhealthy. And even can be viewed as someone who is, what do you call it, taking advantage of their powers, abusing their authority or their powers or their gifts. There could be some things that you are doing just in general. Just, I feel like there are things that you're dabbling with. And you're kind of like this one or that one. I also feel that there is potential mind games being played between two individuals. People are playing mind games, or I would say be careful of, any new potential people, because they might only be in it for the sex, or maybe they just have some sort of ulterior motive in general. Definitely see some sex magic going on. Somebody's dabbling in some sex magic. I mean, it could be possible that it's about just being surrounded by this energy or researching something. I don't know if you've ever heard of Beverly Randolph. He was an occult practitioner, so you might want to look into him. I think he was biracial. His story is really interesting, though. And so you might want, if maybe you're already looking into that. But yeah, because I was getting his image. So there could be something in regards to Beverly Randolph. Maybe you're reading his work and maybe trying some of his methods. You could be researching occultist, period. Trying to build your knowledge data bank. Maybe you're into Aleister Crowley. what's that other lady? That lady's name, Madam Black. Let's start with a B. Blagovich. I'm probably saying it wrong. But yeah, you might be looking into that type of thing, or maybe you're dealing with people that are into that. Maybe, you know, there's something going on where you're surrounded by individuals who are heavily into the occult. I feel like somebody is trying to duplicate or multiply something, double it. So even if that's not in spell work, somebody could be, you know, why don't you invest your money into this and I'll flip it. I'm going to double it. You know, somebody could be doing something where they're kind of duplicating something, or trying to at least. But the way they're going about it might be in a way that is charming or entertaining. Matter of fact, if you are an entertainer, you might find yourself around a lot of these energies, or maybe you're dealing with an entertainer. Something about your work environment could deal with a lot of debauchery or occult things. I do feel that maybe you're also wanting power, or you want to be in control of something. So this could be in regards to like your own business. Maybe you're doing things to get your business off the ground. You're establishing things. You're trying new things. And it does seem that something could be working. But whatever you're doing, you might become obsessed with it, or maybe you're doing it too much. Be careful in regards to what you partake in regards to the media, things that are whatever is being displayed in the media, like especially if it's just like some sort of repetitive narrative everywhere, every channel you turn to, this is what they're talking about. Because I feel that collectively the media is trying to get you to agree something for their agenda. I feel like they're draining your energy. It's something that they're trying to do, manifest, open up, and they're harnessing your energy for that. So be careful what you indulge in. Or I know some people are like, well, I don't even watch, you know, the news, or I don't watch movies, or I don't watch this, that, and the other. My personal take on it is that you can watch whatever you want. Just be cautious about it. Be aware. I feel like it's more about your awareness that can control the narrative, for your life especially. Like when you're unaware or sleeping or whatever, it's like, and you're watching things, and then it's just like you're agreeing to whatever that is. But when you're aware of it, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, but I don't agree. I don't consent to that, you know. So it's kind of like you're making some sort of mental note that you're aware of something and you don't consent to it, but you know you're in that way. I feel like your awareness is the barrier of protection in most magic. That's from what I know. I don't know a lot about the occult. I know some things, but to my knowledge, I really feel like there is power in awareness. And so with that, you know, a lot of things can't be done to you when you become aware of it. Even if somebody was doing something to you, I feel like just your awareness of it will just kind of take that power away. It would neutralize whatever somebody was doing to you. I feel like a lot of things too only work based off of fear. People could be harnessing your fear. I need to research that myself about different currencies. Like, okay, so offhand, I'm getting that something is more so not to harm you, but, you know, somebody just can't approach you in a normal way. So they're trying to use, you know, spell work to get your attention or to draw you towards them or to get you to think of them and you do all the work. You pursue them. It's like somebody is just better at pursuing in the dark and, you know, just doing their thing and conjuring up stuff. That's what they do. And in that instant, it isn't to hurt, but that, you know, that's just how they pursue. But don't get me wrong, I do get the energy of somebody who is also taking advantage and just doing the most. Going back to career, I feel that you have multiple talents. You're multi-talented. You can have multiple streams of income. I see someone who definitely could be like a writer and potentially getting recognized for their work. You could get paid. But not just a writer, just someone who is an entertainer, someone who entertains. Someone is very good at bringing people together. Somebody can be very hypnotic with what they do. I have not been keeping up with the Travis Scott story, and I know he got denied for doing the performance in Egypt, I think. I'm starting to get something in regards to his energy, or maybe I'm just being shown that as like an example of what somebody is doing. I feel like somebody is trying to harness something and needs a lot of the collective agreement for something to happen. It could be to create some form of security, of course. Yeah. So I feel like, and I'm not necessarily just saying that this is about him, but I am getting like his energy and kind of like picking up on somebody's intention is kind of like an example. Matter of fact, you could be trying to just manifest material things because maybe that is something that you're needing and you're like, okay, well, I need security, I need money, I need a home, you know, whatever it is that gives you material security. I feel like that could be what you're kind of tapping into. Somebody is communicating with you telepathically or spiritually. But especially like through like masturbation, I feel like somebody is trying to channel your energy. Especially if they're a fire sign. I kind of feel that someone is also, something has to do with like inappropriate thoughts. I kind of feel a situation too where someone who is of the same sex is trying to attract someone who may or may not be that way. I feel like they don't know, but I kind of feel like they are trying to draw that energy and get this person to be attracted to them. Somebody is somebody is hiding how they feel from another person. I feel like one situation has to do with work where someone's superior is acting really weird around them or saying things that's like, sounds like it's like a double entendre or something. It's just like, are they, and I do feel like this person is hinting at something. Another thing I'm getting is that somebody has feelings for you, but they're just more so holding back and being an observer. Like I said, I don't feel like they are going to say something directly. They're more passive, or they're somewhere doing their occult stuff, trying to get you to notice them. Now, as far as career or something that you want, it's something that you see that you want. And I feel like you're trying to manifest it in some way. Or you're doing things in secret to get it. You're not telling people that this is what you're going to do. You're just doing it in secret. The other thing I'm getting is that I feel like this is mainly dealing with some sort of relationship situation or love stuff. But I feel too like somebody might be trying to pull somebody away from a relationship. Okay, I feel that somebody at some point will come to a crossroad. Somebody might be doing things to the extreme because they're not really in their right mind. They're like so in love that they've become obsessed. I just keep getting the energy of somebody seeing what they want and then just doing the most to get it. Even if this is not about a love situation, I just feel like somebody is really doing something kind of extreme to get what they want. I'm also getting the energy of the person that has everything except for love. And so this person wants to manifest love. Seems like there may be an earth sign involved too. Okay, I feel like somebody is trying to control somebody with fear tactics or making someone feel like they have no choice. There's also a possibility that you're needing to purify yourself or your energy, take some sort of a spiritual bath, because there could be something attached to you that's feeding off of you. I feel like you need to set boundaries with a heavy energy, whether it's living or disembodied. I just feel like you need to set boundaries. I feel like Spirit is also encouraging you to overcome your fears or to confront them, whatever they are. Like you need to confront it instead of hiding or avoiding something that you're afraid of. Could be a person or a situation. Yeah, I feel like you're getting some sort of encouragement. Also, if you have a fear of leaving a situation, so you're just staying someplace out of fear, you're staying at your job out of fear, you're staying in a relationship out of fear, you're staying in your home out of fear. I feel that Spirit is trying to get you to, trying to, in a sense, trick you or bait you to come out of that place of you know, trappedness or feeling paralyzed. Like Spirit is trying to pull you out of that, but it's having to find clever ways to get you to overcome these fears, to leave that relationship, leave that job, leave something that's like, let it go. You also might realize that is fear that is paralyzing you, that is consuming you. Yeah, I kind of feel like somebody might be threatening you and making you, trying to scare you into something or prevent you from doing something. But it's a scare tactic. All right, so let's move on to deck number 2. You have Page of Pentacles, the Moon, the World, the Empress, Seven of Wands, Overall energy, death, the wheel, and Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I'm hearing something about death, decaying, hollow. I don't know if somebody feels dead inside. If someone literally has to have a tooth extracted. I feel that something is coming to an end, or it's time to change. It's time to move on. Time to let something go. I feel like there's nothing there. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be something. But it just seems like nothing is there. It's time to let something go. If you are... If someone approaches you romantically, I feel like it's because this person is going through some sort of grief or mourning. It could be a relationship. It could be a literal death. But I feel like somebody is approaching you because they're ready to move on. This person has been grieving and they're ready to like come out of hiding. Because I feel like maybe this person's been keeping to themselves or isolated. This also could be your energy. I kind of feel like somebody's money is gone. Somebody's money is gone. I don't know if it's used up, spent up. But I feel like something is gone. They don't have any more security. Something could be going on where it feels like you have nothing to lose. You're like, I don't have anything to lose, you know. So maybe you have some sort of mentality of just like starting over or letting something go because you just feel like, you know, what am I holding on to this for? It's nothing keeping me here. It's nothing holding me to this person anymore. You know, so something's going on where it just seems like maybe you're realizing that something is gone. You might be going through some sort of changes, whether it's physical, emotional, or there also could be some changes going on in regards to your family. You also are needing to deal with some sort of unhealed wounds or things that you've kept hidden. Something is like getting your attention. Is maybe you've subconsciously buried something and it's starting to come back to life, or something is coming up to the surface that was buried deep. Either someone hears your internal cry for help, or you feel that way about somebody. You're like, I know they're not saying anything, but I feel like this person needs my help. So you might experience something like an empathic energy. Your intuition might be heightened. You also might find yourself emotionally triggered at some point. And it could be a thought, it could be a movie, a song, a person that you remind you of another person. But it does seem like you might end up having some sort of emotional trigger. But I feel like something is happening so that you can have closure, so that you can move on. It may be time for you to move or relocate. Or if you go on some sort of a trip, that trip might be very transformative for you. Maybe, you come back from a trip feeling like, I should live there instead, or that trip made me realize that I need to be doing this in my life. So you might find yourself deeply transformed by some sort of a trip. If you were holding on to a job for security, it may be time to let that go. Maybe it's time for you to work for yourself. Whether, you become some sort of independent contractor or start a small business or become an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. But it seems that there's a possibility that your security is leaving, and that may be because you're having to start on your own. If you are already self-employed, there could be some sort of significant changes coming to your business. Maybe you are going to no longer provide some sort of service or product depending on what you do. Emotionally, I feel like you're blocking out people who, I don't know, just bring you down or give you anxiety. I feel like you're, putting up some sort of a barrier between you and that type of energy. And you also seem to be trying to manifest something. But usually when I get this energy, something is more so falling in your lap. Or something is easily accessible to you. It comes to you easily. I kind of feel like you'll know that something is for you based off of the effortless nature of it. It's like, oh, okay, that's because that's for you. Now, you also seem to be needing to set some sort of boundaries, or something may happen where you feel like you're being tempted to do something that you don't want to do. It's like you're dealing with some form of temptation. Even if you're in like a dead end relationship, maybe you don't want to start another relationship just yet. But something is happening where you're like, oh, I was going to wait until the relationship was officially over, or I was going to wait till the divorce was officially over. But it's like you're being tempted to do something before then. If you are supposed to be on some sort of a diet, you're being tempted. If you said you weren't going to spend your money, you're being tempted. So something's going on where I feel like you're dealing with a form of temptation. And it seems like maybe you're even trying to block out temptation, but something is still there. I kind of feel like something's whispering to you, and you're like, no, I'm not going to do it, or I said I wasn't going to do it. But it's like something's whispering to you, and you're trying to block it out. In love, there's a possibility that you're being pursued by someone, but the way they're going about it is also, I want to say creepy. It's passive, it's unusual. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Yeah, so it is something significant between water and earth. You could have multiple people pursuing you or interested in you. Okay, I kind of feel like somebody is dangling something in your face, like literally. So there's a possibility that somebody might send you, um, you know, some sort of dirty pic, because I feel like this person's trying to seduce you, especially if it's like a male, sending a pic of his proud parts. And I feel like somebody is going to like the picture. Somebody is going to like it. But I feel like they're trying to resist that or control that urge or that desire. There also may be an opportunity to have like a friends with benefits type situation. But if you're wanting more, you might be trying to hold out because you're like, no, I want more than that. But the opportunity is there. I feel like somebody wants you to know if you want it, you can have it. The thing is, though, that I do get soulmate energy. It's just that something might be more focused on the sexuality or the physical appearance. But I do get soulmate energies. It's possible something could become deep at some point. Career-wise, I feel like you've been flirting around with some sort of idea. I feel like you're needing the courage to explore whatever this idea is. Okay, I'm getting something about projecting. Let's say, for instance, you are going through something, and so you're talking to somebody and you're like, I think they're going through that too, because you are going through something similar. Although it is a form of projection, I feel like it's also accurate. I feel like maybe you're able to tune into what somebody's going through because you are going through something similar. You might confuse intuition or your gift for just, projecting. And I feel like maybe it's more than that. And even as a reader, like I give advice a lot of times. Yeah, like early on when I first started, some people might accuse you of like, oh, that's your story. A lot of times, Spirit does show me images of my personal life because it is something that's going on collectively. So I feel like if you are someone who is going through that, then trust what you're picking up, the image that you're seeing or the feelings that you're feeling. Because even if it is your personal life, it's a way for you to understand or empathize with what someone else is going through. Another thing I'm getting is basically like manifestations of fears and insecurities. Like you might be questioning why you're in a certain predicament. And I feel like look around, like this is your whole story about what's going on internally. This is how you feel about XYZ. This is what happens when you're faced with this. Like something's going on where I feel like you are seeing like manifestations of something that's going on within your core, things that you don't recognize because it's on the inside, so that people and situations have to be your mirror. And I feel like you might be dealing with that. There's something going on where someone has a fear of responsibility or fear of commitment. And I kind of feel like that's being highlighted or exposed so that someone can take that knowledge and correct it or manage it. More so manage it. It's like, okay, I know that I'm triggered when this happens. What am I going to do about it? So I feel like something is being revealed to you so that you can learn how to manage it. I feel like this can also go in regards to a health situation. So people might be responding around you based off of a health condition that's going on. Let's say, and this is just something minor. Let's say every time you, everywhere you go today or the next day or whatever, you find yourself in a crowd of people hard to maneuver and move around. That might be indicating, hey, maybe you're constipated, but something is stuck. Something is having a hard time passing through. So I kind of feel like, even the situations that you're experiencing might be telling you about some sort of health condition. So pay attention to that. Especially too, something in regards to water. Someone might be dehydrated or need more water. Somebody might be calling you from a business number. Now, also, you may have been looking at something through rose-tinted glasses, whether it's a relationship or your life, a job, just something that you've been looking at through rose-tinted glasses. And there's an indication that that illusion is coming to an end, or a honeymoon phase is coming to an end. I kind of feel that somebody is trying to let you know that they moved on from somebody, or that they're no longer in a relationship with either a fire sign or a water sign. They're like, I'm not in a relationship with them anymore. Um, Career-wise, I just feel like there are some changes coming up in regards to your job or your business. It's possible that you're going to get a part-time job. Now, I also feel like something is happening specifically so that you can meet somebody or make some sort of connection or do some sort of networking. I feel like there is something that's going to be fulfilled or completed. Something is going to be fulfilled. Something in regards to your journey or chapter in your life is coming to an end. Something significant could happen on a Friday. I feel like if somebody wants you, then they're going to stop at nothing to be with you. If there's something that you want, I feel like you're going to do whatever it takes to manifest it. I also see the possibility of like two love interests or something as being kind of like competitive. Like it's two people that are competing for your attention. I also feel that you at some point might use your beauty or your physical appearance to get what you want. You're having to take advantage of what you have. You're like, okay, well, I got this going for me. This is what I'm going to use to manifest XYZ. I also feel that your creativity could get you ahead in some way. Something's going to give you an edge over competitors in maybe a career field. You also might find yourself coming to somebody's defense, speaking in their defense, or someone is doing this for you. I'm getting something about a police officer. I don't know if you're having to charm your way out of a ticket. Or if somebody that you know is a police officer, or you yourself are one. Health-wise, I feel like somebody's blood pressure might be kind of high. All right, let's move on to deck number 2. You have 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups, the Hermit, the High Priestess, 3 of Cups, overall energy, King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Star. Something may be happening to give you hope or restore your faith. And it's almost like maybe you had a dream or a vision. And it seems like you're starting to strategize on how to accomplish something. It's something that you're wanting. And I feel like you're trying to strategize. You're like, you have some sort of plan in place. Another thing I'm getting is that someone, I feel like somebody, you're like someone's dream person. And I feel like this person is strategizing how to capture you, or get your attention. I feel like this person is trying to pursue you. Unfortunately, a lot of times when I get this energy, is somebody who is not really being active just yet, but when they're ready, they come forward. But I feel like this person is just in your energy. They're lingering. They're not going anywhere just yet. One minute I feel like you're, feeling motivated, and the next thing it looks like you're giving up or you don't believe something anymore. It also seems like you have some sort of hopes or dreams, and one minute you're confident about it, and the next thing you feel like it's too far-fetched or it's unattainable. And it's like you start to give up. You definitely might be tired of fighting for something all the time. Something could drive you into hermit mode where you just want to go off to be alone. Something's going on where it seems like maybe you just want to study or research. Something also seems like you might have an ability to see something from a different perspective, or you're able to pick up on what other people are going through. So kind of like an empath, or like you have access to someone's life, especially if you dream, even if it's unintentional, like you might have a dream about what somebody is going through. excuse me, I swear that happens every time I feel like something or somebody wants me to stop talking or to shut up. It's like something literally just starts choking me. But yeah, if you have dreams, it's a strong possibility that you have some sort of ability to see into someone's life and to see what they're going through, even though they don't want you to. I kind of feel too like somebody is looking for you or somebody is like on their way to you. I feel that, someone might see you as their guidance or their light, and you could be this someone's go-to for whenever they're going through something. You might be this person's confidant, and this could be your best friend, it could be your partner, but someone sees you as a source of light or some sort of guidance. You also might be trying to hide or run away, but I feel like even if you are trying to do that, somebody is still able to see you. You also might have problems trusting people. There's a possibility that someone is being patient with you because they want you to trust them. And I do feel that eventually there's going to be some sort of trust or a bond that's established between people. A relationship could start off as a friendship or something platonic. I feel like you're also being asked to keep an open mind in regards to a relationship that you're already in. Like you're being asked to keep an open mind. I'm not going to say for sure, but it's possible that you could be running away from who you are. You might feel like you have a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibilities. You also might be hiding from responsibilities so that you can find time to yourself, or avoiding responsibility. I feel like somebody is also hiding behind their work. I keep getting somebody can still see you. I don't know if you're trying to avoid somebody or somebody's trying to avoid you. That's funny because I'm getting this image of perfection. And right before or while I was shuffling, I started hearing, who was that perfect love story anyway? So something about On the Run. That song is in my head. I don't know if it's that romantically you're wanting someone who is not ideal for you or vice versa. I just feel like there's a strong message in that song. Now, also, somebody may feel the need to defend their relationship. Maybe someone is in some sort of unconventional relationship and they feel like it's perfect for them. Or you feel like it's perfect for you, but it's like knowing that other people or somebody's offended by it. Maybe it's a family member. I feel like somebody also no longer wants to live in a shadow or live in this illusion. Someone maybe doesn't want to be on a pedestal or doesn't want to be seen as having this happy or perfect relationship. I feel like somebody wants to run away. Somebody's life or relationship could be a facade. Somebody might not really be happy at all, and could be going through some sort of depression. You also might be in a place where you feel like you don't belong. I don't know if you are going through something spiritual. I don't know if sometimes there has been that thought of like just knowing too much, or it's like now that you know XYZ, now what? It's like, man, life is an illusion. So why am I here type energy? And so something is causing you to go within to try to understand like why. Maybe you're going to start doing some sort of research in regards to astrology or anything that is going to help you come to some sort of understanding. Now, I do also see that someone has maybe been too isolated and needs to socialize, needs to go out. I kind of feel like somebody has fans. Now, it could be something about OnlyFans, but like, I don't know. I'm getting like the image of almost like the Truman Show. Like he was unaware that he was being watched by the whole community, and it almost seems like something like that could be going on with you, except spiritually, although you never know. But it's like people are rooting for you. You have fans. I feel like somebody has friends in high places or fans in high places. Again, I'm getting the energy of something being far-fetched. Like you might feel like giving up because you feel like something is unattainable. But I feel that this is about just like going back in to re-strategize how to attain that goal. There is a possibility too that you could get invited to join some sort of hidden or obscure group or organization. I feel that you are going to find the information that you need. But it's almost like something is going to be revealed to you, and then it's like, okay, but you've got to take the lead now, or I showed you, but now it's up to you to do XYZ. I feel like your patience is going to pay off, but there are some things going on where you have to be patient and you're having to just like go with the flow of things. You're having to allow your intuition to guide you through a dark path or this dark moment. And dark doesn't necessarily have to be depressing, just unknown. Like you don't know what's coming up. You're like, I feel so lost. Like, I don't know what to do next. It's like, just keep going through the process. Keep doing your daily activities or whatever it is that you do on a regular until some sort of opportunity presents itself to you, and you'll know it when it does. It's going to be loud and clear. It's not going to be anything that you have to question or guess. But I do feel that, you know, until you reach the light at the end of the tunnel, you're going to have to just kind of like wing it. Something is hidden from your physical eye, but you're allowed to see it with your spiritual eye. So again, pay attention to dreams. You also may be holding off on making some sort of decision until you have more information. Something's being reiterated to me about having secret fans or fans in high places. I'm also getting something is about quality, not quantity, or it's who you know, not what you know. Let's say you are a producer and you are really wanting an artist to notice you, to hear your music, and just like maybe you guys will blow up together. And it's like nobody is paying attention to your music. But all it takes is that one person. I'm getting like all it takes. So it could be just that one person that has friends or associates in high places, and that could just like change your whole life. And I kind of feel like that's a similar situation to what's going on. Something about you where it's like maybe you felt like you needed to have like all these contacts or all this and that, and it's just like, no, you just need that one person that's going to root for you, and they're going to help you succeed or get to your goal. Um, on a mundane level, you might decide that you've set the bar pretty high in regards to relationships and might decide to just be open-minded. Not saying that, you know, you have to lower your standards, but maybe you're like, you know what, maybe I should just go ahead and say yes to this response or, you know, whatever. So it does seem like if you have some sort of super high standards that maybe you decide to agree to meet someone halfway or something, and you give somebody a chance, and it might turn out to be a really good thing. Or it might be that they know the person that you need to meet. So just run with it. Um, It's possible that somebody's been dreaming about you and wondering what you're up to, but maybe they know that or feel like they can't get close to you because you have set some sort of boundary, or last time you guys talked, it wasn't on good terms. But there is a possibility of a reconciliation or forgiveness, at least. And I see you letting your guards down, especially after coming to some sort of realization or going within. Something makes you put your guards down and not be so guarded. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.